15 Tips to Fight Sleep Deprivation. Welcome to Health Alert channel. Please don't forget to subscribe and hit the bell button to be updated with new videos. You had some broken, restless sleep. Or maybe last night, you did not sleep at all. Maybe you've got to work. Or maybe you have kids to look for. Either way, just how exactly do you get through the day? What can you do not only to survive but also to act as a normal human being? It's not easy to deal with a lack of sleep, but the following tips will help you work through the exhaustion. Although you don't have much energy, you should try to make the best use of what you've got. Prepare for the mental battle. Coping with sleep deprivation is, above all, a mental battle. Aside from all of the advice that follows, the biggest challenge will be the one you face in your mind. And we're not just talking about feeling utterly exhausted, we're talking about the thoughts and feelings that you have. On little or no sleep, your mental state will be different from what it is when fully rested. Knowing this and being able to recognize the difference is crucial in how you work all day long. Like any fight or struggle, if you plan for it, you'll fare better. Which means using stuff like positive self-talk to prepare you for the difficult times ahead. It also means being mindful of your limits when you're in that restless state and not striving too hard. Self-kindness is important, as is the ability to identify when you're acting from a tired place so you can regain your composure. So when you get annoyed by a coworker, self-awareness is key to finding a way to overcome the feeling. Similarly, realizing when your energy levels fall even lower will motivate you to respond to give them a boost using the following tips. The mentality you would try to cultivate in the face of adversity is one of resilience. One way or another, you'll get through this difficult time. Don't watch the clock. Let's start with some of the psychological challenges you face when you are deprived of sleep, before turning our attention to the physical side. One of the most common mental challenges is the feeling that the day really is slowly going by. You just want to get some sleep, after all, and the night can't come soon enough. So, you constantly check the time to see how much longer it is until you can go to bed. But this is not a good idea. Whether your workday is dragging, or you just want to be over today, the more you observe the actual time, the more slow the psychological passing of time. Add variety to your day. Nothing will make you feel more exhausted when you've had little sleep than the monotony of a repetitive task. So it is important that you try to break up your day as much as possible. In some working environments, this can be complicated, but do whatever you can to change things up all that often. You may get up from your desk, make a cup of coffee, speak to colleagues, go to the bathroom, or spend some minutes outside. Perhaps, you can ask your boss if you could continue to switch between restocking the shelves, manning customer services, sitting at a register, or unloading deliveries in the shop. If you're taking care of your young child, try to go out to the playgroups, go to the park, take them for grocery shopping, walk to a coffee shop, visit friends or family, or even just play in the house's different rooms so you're not cooped all the time in one location. The more variation you can bring into your day, the less will your mind start falling into an autopilot pattern. This will help keep you focused and make time seem to be moving a little faster. Simplify your day. If you haven't slept at all in the night, today isn't too mentally taxing day to do anything. Your concentration will be impaired, and absence of your critical thinking skills. So shelve the complicated task for another day, particularly if it has potential ramifications for the long term. Instead, stick to things that aren't as important and can be done without much thought. Now is a good time to do all those little work you're never going around because you're too distracted with everything else. This could mean clearing your inbox at work, sorting the stack of paperwork on your desk, or having non-critical meetings with your colleagues. You may choose to clean the refrigerator at home, mow the lawn, or put some unwanted items up for online sale. And if you just have no choice but to approach something mentally more demanding, do it in the morning. The afternoon will almost definitely make you feel even more tired. Listen to upbeat music. Don't underestimate the power of music in inspiring us and giving us more drive and energy. Why do you think a lot of gym goers listen to music as they work out? Try listening to some medium-tempo upbeat music when you're seriously sleep-deprived. It can help combat mental fatigue while keeping your attention focused on whatever task you do. And music will also help keep the day moving as each track goes by. Eat balanced meals but allow for lots of treats. Let's turn our attention now to some of the more physical ways on no sleep you can get through a day. Much of your food plan advice on a day of extreme tiredness advises you to eat balanced meals with plenty of protein, fresh fruit and veg, nuts and pulses. And that carbohydrates should, where possible, be complex types of whole wheat. That is pretty good advice. But most so-called experts are warning you to avoid sugary and fatty foods because they will only later contribute to an energy crash. We'll buck the trend and remind you that treats can and should be part of your diet if you haven't slept well. It all returns to the mental battle we discussed at the beginning of this video. Allowing yourself to have some treats all day long can help you win that battle. Whether chocolate, cookies, sweets or chips are your guilty pleasure, it's okay to eat them in moderation. They should not make up the bulk of your meals but should be consumed between mealtimes in small quantities. Every treat is a mental gain that will help you stay emotionally balanced. Some caffeine is fine. Needless to say, a cup of coffee, soda, or a caffeinated energy drink will make you feel more awake and alert. The effects of caffeine may take a while to kick in, though, so have that drink well before you have to go to work or before you need to focus on something. 2 caveats are in here. The first is that in one day you might be better off sticking to just a few caffeinated drinks than knocking one after the other. The second is that by early afternoon you probably should stop consuming caffeine. Yeah, we know this is a time when energy levels can really dip, but caffeine has a half-life of about 5 hours in your body. So if you have a coffee at 4 p.m., you still have half of that caffeine that flows around your body flowing at 9 p.m. And the following night, this can impede your sleep and only compound your fatigue. If in the latter stages of the afternoon you have to drink coffee, then, try a variety of tea. Usually, tea has far less caffeine than coffee, so you can get a little boost without getting as much effect on your sleep. Get your heart pumping. Exercise is a great way to get rid your mind of any cobwebs and boost your mood. And you needn't exert too much of your valuable energy to feel the benefits. A 15-minute brisk walk is quite often enough. If you haven't slept all night, exercise will best fit in early in the morning before you go to work or start your day. And you could try to get your heart going at lunchtime to fight off that afternoon slump. Just be careful not to force yourself too much or you'll cause physical fatigue to go with your mental fatigue. High-frequency yoga breathing. Practice of yoga uses many techniques of breathing, some fast and some slow. Fast-paced breathing such as Kapalabhati or Bhastrika may help to boost attention in combating tiredness. There is also evidence to suggest that they can help combat anxiety, which is helpful because anxiety can become more of a problem when a person is deprived of sleep. You can do these breathing practices anywhere that makes them perfect to do during a break at work or in the comfort of your own home. Take a nap. If you're trying to work on no sleep, trying to catch up on a bit of a shut-eye during the day may seem obvious. But to have a nap works better for some people than for others. It is quite a case of trial and error. After a short nap you may wake up and feel worse than you did before, or you may feel energized. And the length of time that you are napping for can play a big part. You may want to try shorter and longer naps before deciding on the best nap time for you, to see how they affect you. This also depends, of course, on things like whether you can relax at your office or how long a napping baby can sleep if you synchronize your naps. Chew on some gum. Believe it or not, it has been shown that the chewing gum act increases alertness and can even help workers perform their duties over the day. And what flavor you choose doesn't matter, just go for one you like best, or switch between them. Smell some peppermint. You are probably aware that a good, minty scent is mightily refreshing, but it has also been shown to increase alertness and battle tiredness. So whether you are getting some peppermint through a reed diffuser, scented candle, some essential oil on a handkerchief, or from chewing gum, you can have the same effect from cinnamon if that is what you like. Start your day with a cold shower. There's little doubt that the sensation of cold water can be invigorating on your skin. So you might want to try showering under cool, or even cold water in the morning, to get through the day on little to no sleep. If you can't manage an entire shower in these conditions, you can opt for cold water during the final 15 to 30 seconds. It will bring a jolt to your mind and body and help to increase your concentration. If you feel tired during the day, try to splash some cold water over your face. Get outside. No matter how well lit your home or office is, there are many magnitudes less vivid during daylight hours than outside. And if you haven't slept at all the night before, this natural light can help keep you awake. So get out into the sunshine as soon as you can in the morning, and take out breaks whenever possible. Just by sitting next to a window will raise the levels of light reaching your eyes, which can offer similar, but smaller, benefits. Not only that, but natural light exposure can help set your circadian rhythm and thus help standardize your sleeping night forward. Ask for support. Sometimes you just need to ask for help to get you through the day when you've been sleep deprived. For workers, this means talking to your supervisor to see if you can take on different tasks for the day, or if you could work a shorter day. For young children's parents struggling, it could mean getting family or friends to help with childcare so you can go to nap. Or in general, to get their thoughts and advice could mean talking to someone close to you about the situation. Thank you for watching. I hope you learned something. Please like and share so that others will be aware. I did my part, it's time to do yours.